Good morning from Cabana Bay. It's morning time. We are getting ready to leave this morning to start our new adventure, our Universal Orlando Resort adventure. So we are getting things packed up, as you can see in the background here. Jess is putting the final touches on the suitcase, and we're going to load up the car and we're going to get a move on our day. So we'll see you real soon.
Okay, so we have arrived at our new hotel, and it's the Lowe's Royal Pacific. So we're coming in. It's sort of like you're in a tropical area.
There's the entryway where we parked our car, and you can see nice covered bridge. You've got gardens all around out here, and we are headed inside the Royal Pacific. Okay, very, very Pacific Island feel. Okay, similar to Disney's Polynesian, but this has more of an all-around flair to it than the Polynesian does. We have got to go find the mobile check-in because I already checked us in online yesterday. You can see beautiful sitting area right outside with a fountain. And mobile check-ins right up here. Got the Tuk Tuk Market in front of us, which is their quick and easy grab-and-go restaurant. We are all checked in at the hotel. Our room won't be ready until later this evening. Check-in time is normally 4 o'clock, but they did already have our room keys printed for us so that we could go ahead and head to the parks. And so I will show you guys what our room looks like when we get back, but that won't be till later this evening. So if you're interested in seeing what the room looks like at the Royal Pacific, just stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll give you guys a tour similarly to what I did with Cabana Bay when we showed up there. Right now we are on the garden walk from Royal Pacific heading over to City Walk, where we will go through security, and then we'll basically be right at Islands of Adventure. The noise that you hear in the background right now is the ferry boat, because all of the hotels that are located here on basically close to the property have ferry boat access. So that would be Royal Pacific, Sapphire Falls, Hard Rock, and Lowe's Portofino Bay, which is way on the other side of the complex. We decided that we would go ahead and use the garden walk because it is not far, our legs are not tired yet, and there's always a pretty good line for the boat first thing in the morning. So we may take the boat back this evening when we come back, just to show you guys what it looks like on the ferry itself, but we'll have quick access. Now you may also be wondering, well, why did y'all switch hotels in the middle of your stay? You were at Cabana Bay. It seemed like a nice family-friendly resort, and it is. It is a great value resort, although it's not the cheapest on property here at Universal. That would be their two endless summer resorts, Surfside Inn and Dockside Inn, and we actually stayed there for quite a bit when we came back in September, and we really enjoyed it. But the boys prefer Cabana Bay, so that's why we stayed there to start with. But the reason we are at Royal Pacific now is simply because if you see that Universal Express Unlimited written there in yellow at the top of our room key, and that's Chad's room key that you see right there, you can only get that Express Unlimited access. You can pay for it, obviously, but you can get it if you stay at Royal Pacific Hard Rock, or Portofino Bay, which are the three premier resorts here at Universal Studios. And we just like having the ability to get into the express lanes. We are able to get so much done in every given day, and we can do all the stuff that we want to do multiple times throughout our trip. So we are almost to security, so you get an idea of how quick the garden walk works for us, and it's fairly convenient, you know, the length of this video, which isn't too long. So we will check in with you guys in just a couple minutes when we're headed into the park. We are walking up on Islands of Adventure right now. There's the lighthouse out front. It is the only park open right now because of early park admission. Both parks open regularly at 9, but resort guests and certain annual pass holders have early park admission access, and today it is here at Islands, and that started at 8. It's about 8:40 right now. So both parks are about to be open. I'll film more of the entrance here once we get through the kiosks. The adventure begins in Islands of Adventure. As we walk through the port here out front, lots and lots and lots of shops on both sides, big Universal stores. Just a great way to walk in. There is a restaurant here at the end of Port of Entry. It's on the right. It's called Confisco. And Confisco is one of our favorite places to eat at all of Universal. I believe we're going to be eating there on Friday, so the end of our trip. And we'll show you guys that, of course. But since Ty could not ride much of anything yesterday, we are going to start our day with what Ty wants to do, so that Ty can get some enjoyment. And he keeps saying he wants to do Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, which is his favorite. So I think we are going to head back to Hogsmeade and the Harry Potter area and do Hagrid. And if you're wondering, I'm sure y'all noticed we have the stroller with us today, and we have not been carrying a stroller at the other parks this weekend. And there's a couple reasons for that. Yeah, Ty's a little old for a stroller, so he may or may not get in it. But unlike SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, you can't move your lockers around. So on the rides that we can all ride, we would have to pay for a locker each and every time, and that adds up. Not to mention, we'd be carrying our souvenir refillable cups and everything else the whole day. So the stroller gives us the ability to use as free storage wherever we go. So it's very beneficial. Plus, I like to use it as a people buffer, so nobody can get too close. Now we are here at Seuss Landing. We've got to walk through Seuss Landing to get over to the Lost Continent, and then from the Lost Continent, we're able to get into Hogsmeade. Walking through the Lost Continent, they still have the special All Hallows Boutique open, which they've now themed to Voodoo for Mardi Gras. Unfortunately, when we came out of the bathroom, they had opened the main gate. So even though it's not 9 o'clock, they went ahead and let everybody in. And so there was a mass flood, as you can see, of people. And of course, the vast majority are headed here to Hagrid's. We're about to go into Hogsmeade. We did not get in the Hagrid line after all, because since the floodgates had opened and everybody headed straight there, it was already over a 2-hour wait. And it will not be that all day long. So we will come back, go ahead and be truthful with you guys. This is my least favorite part of either park, because while it is built accurately to Hogsmeade from the movies, okay, the streets are narrow, and this is always the busiest part of either park. So as a result, you get bottlenecked in here really, really easily. Okay, you've got butterbeer carts where you can get regular or frozen butterbeer. It is non-alcoholic.
I'm at the start of it.
It's basically a butterscotch flavored drink. We will get some of that before we leave. And then the bathrooms right over there, always crowded. You can hear Moaning Myrtle in both of them. So the theming in Hogsmeade is great. We are trying to head to the other side of Hogsmeade, as there are a couple other rides over here. So we are going to ride Flight of the Hippogriff instead and go see Buckbeak. Go through the Express Pass line. So theming throughout the line. This used to be Ty's absolute favorite ride.
Hagrid's my favorite
Because
ride.
Hippogriff is basically another version of the Barnstormer from Disney or Woody Woodpecker from the other park over at Universal Studios. But it's not a big coaster, but it's not a kiddie coaster. It goes very quickly and is a whole lot of fun. As we stand here waiting in line for the Hippogriff, you may be wondering why we didn't wait for Hagrid since we have the Express Pass. I wanted to let you know that Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure is one of 2 rides at the entire resort that it doesn't have an Express Pass line. Okay, it and Velocicoaster, neither one have Express Pass, and those are the 2 newest rides on property. Even though Hagrid's has been open a few years, they still haven't added Express Pass. So since it was a 2-hour wait, it was gonna be a 2-hour wait. And that's just no way to start your day. Not when we're here a couple days, and that wait time will go down. So we'll go back to it. Y'all will get to see it. But for now, we're gonna ride Flight of the Hippogriff. We'll ride Forbidden Journey, which is the ride through Hogwarts Castle. And then I think we're gonna take the Hogwarts Express and head on over to King's Cross Station and Diagon Alley. And we'll do the Escape from Gringotts ride as well. There's the ride vehicle. You can see it's wicker, or made to be looking like wicker, and it's a hippogriff head at the front. So similar to Buckbeak. I'm going to zoom in because Buckbeak is out there, and you actually pass him while you're on the roller coaster.
Go ahead.
Mom and Chad are going to be sitting 1 row behind us, and me and Ty. We are off of the Hippogriff. Everybody had a great time. And now we are gonna ride Forbidden Journey, which is in Hogwarts Castle, before we make our way over to the other park, and we'll show y'all Diagon Alley.
What a dreadful thing to say, Salazar.
A few muggles might be just what the Slytherin team needs, judging from their most recent efforts.
Exactly when was the last time your house won the Quidditch Cup, Salazar?
I will not dignify that with an answer, Godric.
Listen to all of us quarreling. Our guests must think us most ungracious hosts.
Good. Then maybe they'll leave.
If Dumbledore thinks it right and proper that they be here, then they are more than welcome. Besides, perhaps one of our younger guests
Hagrid's is
will
a
work to
3-hour
one
wait.
morning and find themselves some of the Hogwarts.
Yes, thank you.
What?
How did the paintings talk?
The paintings talk through magic.
Oi, Randy, somebody's got that. They don't like that.
Right. Here's Dumbledore's office. You can see him up top there.
More guests.
Welcome, welcome. I am Professor Albus Dumbledore, headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
If y'all remember, this is the fat lady
is going to show you how the game of Quidditch was meant to be played.
from the movie. She is the entrance to the Hogwarts Tower. Not the Hogwarts Tower, excuse me, the Gryffindor Tower. You've got a magic newspaper up here. You'll see it moving. I won't zoom in on it since we'll be right up on it here in a second. You can see it. You'll see a lot of the Daily Prophet in the queues for these rides. Some more talking paintings. Show you guys the ride vehicle.
Flying one of these benches, grabbing a tiny spine.
We are almost on the ride, but I wanted to show you guys the sorting hat. You see, it is talking. And then here's the front of the queue. Okay, we are leaving Hogsmeade and heading over to King's Cross Station to get on the Hogwarts Express for a little wayfinding. Everything Hogsmeade is now behind me. Okay, you can still see the Hagrid's line, which is up to 3 hours now. So we'll head over to the other park. Reactions for Forbidden Journey. What do we think?
Pretty good. And Mom and Dad like to give the eyes shot. It's okay, but I suggest if you get like nausea, if you get scared more often, then I say you shouldn't ride it. Because sometimes it really messes with my brain.
Yeah, pro tip, Jess and I keep our eyes closed the whole time because we're old people now and we can't take it. It is without a doubt my least favorite ride at either park. So we probably will not be riding that again while we're here. So hope y'all enjoyed what you saw inside of Hogwarts Castle. Another perk of this beauty right here is on the Hogwarts Express. Not only do we get Express, but we get to cut even a lot of the Express line out because we get to take the lift up to the platform. Now, right now, I don't think this is too busy, so it's not going to make that much of a difference, but later in the day, when everybody's trying to switch from park to park, it makes a huge difference. All right, so we've made it up the lift. We're currently waiting in the back for them to come and assign us the row number that we'll wait on, but you can see the Hogwarts Express is in front of us. It's already filled up with folks. It will be going off to the right, so it is going to go backwards from this location when they take off. So I'll show you guys the front of the train. I'm not going to be able to film inside the train. They do keep cameras on us at all times, and there is a little movie that plays within the train car that we will be in. And it's a different movie depending on what park you're going to. So from our journey, we'll see one thing, but if we were to come from Diagon Alley and go to Hogsmeade, we would get a whole nother movie. All right, so pretty soon we'll get our train car and we will get on.
steady, mate. You'll never catch him all now. Spiders? No, they're British, actually. Did you really have to do that?
Honestly, Ron, they're just sweet.
We are here at King's Cross Station now. So we are about to walk out and we will be on the streets of London. We won't be in Diagon Alley. And before we go and head over to Gringotts, which is what Ty wants to ride, which is the only ride you'll find in this portion of the Wizarding World in Universal Studios, we are gonna go find a place to get our drinks charged for the full day today. You can see Rip Ride Rocket in the background there. Simpsons. All right, so Leicester Square Station. You got the famous telephone booth. The night bus is out here in front. Ooh, I have that night bus shirt, which is awesome, but seeing a night bus hoodie, might have to get that. All right, but night bus photo op, and then you walk through the wall to get to Diagon. So walking through, and we are in Diagon Alley. Quidditch supplies, the Weasley Wizard Wheezes. Got the Leaky Cauldron restaurant on our left, and straight ahead with the dragon up top is Gringotts. Right, we parked our stroller and making our way over to Gringotts Bank for the Escape from Gringotts ride. Great story to tell you guys about this on my last trip here. So we are in Gringotts, waiting for our express passes to be scanned. Here we go. You're only going to see a little bit of the bank itself, the lobby, before the express line takes us elsewhere. But it looks just like Gringotts from the movie. You've got the goblins hard at work all over the place. So the last time that I was here, back in September, came to Horror Nights on our first night, and we had a little bit of time to kill ahead of time, and it was just Riley and me, and it started pouring down rain. So we made our way here in the pouring down rain. We're drenched, and this was a ghost town. There was no one in here. We were the only one in the express pass lane, and we walked all the way up, and when we got to the elevator portion, we were the only ones on our elevator. while you wait, they do have a place where you can get your family picture taken. They're not doing this in the express line today, but they are doing it in the regular line. And then your picture is like those Daily Prophet photos. They are moving pictures. We're a little bit a ways from the elevator, as you can see, but we'll be there shortly.
Describe the journey as a walk on a high-speed roller coaster ride with sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, stopping and diving. Even some in a magical community find the ride a bit challenging. Listen carefully to the following safety information. Expectant mothers and individuals with heart, neck or back conditions or abnormal blood pressure, medical sensitivity to fog or stroke, recent surgery, those prone to dizziness or motion sickness, or those who have any other conditions that may be aggravated by this experience, should not ride. You must be at least 42 inches in height to ride, unless you are a culprit.
Got our 3D goggles, our safety goggles here as we make our way up from the lift to the top here, and we'll wait on our row. There's the loading platform. Just want to show you guys the ride vehicle. Looks like the cart from the movie. We are off of Gringotts and went right next door to Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream, where you can get the butterbeer ice cream. This place is always packed, and when we got off there was not very much of a line. So we decided to go ahead and come in here and we'll get us some ice cream to start our day. The line is now out the door. It wasn't when we got into it. So we'll be able to show you guys what we get here in just a second. Okay, we found a place out of the way here to sit and eat. Chad got chocolate ice cream.
It's good.
With a cherry.
I my ice cream.
Ty got vanilla ice cream with sprinkles. And then Jess and I are gonna share a butterbeer ice cream in a waffle cone. Okay, we are out of Diagon Alley and we're gonna make our way over towards Men in Black. We're gonna pass the Jacket Potato stand. Over here, you can also get hot dogs there, but big Jacket potatoes are great. Chad's gotten them before. That butterbeer ice cream is my new favorite Harry Potter treat. I like a good frozen butterbeer. I love hot butterbeer, but that butterbeer ice cream was absolutely incredible. I definitely could have eaten it all myself. We're gonna take a quick bathroom stop, and then we're gonna head to Men in Black. We've made it over here to Men in Black. You can see it's got kind of the World's Fair view to it. This is a ride where you are shooting aliens throughout. The boys are trying to team up on me and say that their goal is for their combined score to beat mine. We'll see. I'm just hoping that my gun works, unlike Ninjago from a couple days ago. But it's never let me down here on Men in Black, so we'll find out. There's Bob and the weird long name that I can never remember and pronounce. We've been down there before on what they call an immigration tour, making our way through all the weaponry. Got some Men in Black hazmat suits. There we go, filming some more as we're inside and close to where we'll get on the ride vehicle. I obviously won't be filming on this one because I will be shooting and trying to best my high score. This is a fantastic ride. All 4 of us love this.
Dad, you're sitting on the bottom.
All right, we emptied out from Men in Black into the Men in Black store. And they have some pretty awesome superhero spirit jerseys in here. There's an Iron Man one. They've got a ton of Mardi Gras merch over on the far wall. Tons of comics as well. Chad's really gotten into comics lately. As for the scores on Men in Black, Mom got 37,000. Ty got 13,000.
No, that's
Chad got 112,000. And
112,540.
and Dad got 345,000. So even their combined efforts were about half of my score. So better luck next time, kiddos. All right, I think we are going to try and find some Mardi Gras food because we are getting closer to lunchtime. And even though we just had some ice cream, it's time to get a little something more savory in our bellies. All right, we're sitting and we got some food. Jess got a loaded jacket potato that she's almost done with. And then Ty and I went and got some food from one of the Mardi Gras carts. I got a Nashville chicken mac and cheese that came with green onions. And Ty got mac and cheese that had golden barbecue chicken on it. And then I also got this fried chicken biscuit with red eye gravy. And that's just the golden barbecue chicken that came with Ty's. There's also sweet pickles on this, and it came with this side of slaw. So Jess and I will split this and we'll taste it and see how it is. We're done eating. Everything we had was delicious. And now we're making our way across the bridge. We ate right over there. Making our way across the bridge over into the Simpsons area. Men in Black right there on the left to give you some wayfinding of where Simpsons is. We will not be riding the Simpsons ride, which is where Back to the Future used to be back in the old days of the park when I first started coming here. But the Simpsons ride, it's just hot and very, very, very rough. And if you are or get motion sickness, it will definitely have your head hurting and you won't be feeling too well. And since we just ate, we definitely won't be getting on that. We'll see if the boys want to hop on the Twirl and Hurl up here, which is just a very similar ride to, say, Aladdin's Magic Carpets or Dumbo. Very, very simple child ride, but it's still fun. They may or may not want to ride it, but we are heading over to the more kid-friendly area of the park to do some stuff over here. We continue to walk through Springfield. There's Moe's, Bar Lad Donuts. You've got the Krusty Burger, and then Bumblebee Man's Taco Truck. Jess's favorite place to eat here. The tacos are fantastic. And again, like I said, we are coming up on the more kid-friendly area of the park. In front of us there is a Mardi Gras food stand that's not normally out. We've got the boys' favorite show here on the left, which is the Animal Actor Studio. So we'll see that at least once, if not a couple times. Over here in the more kid-friendly area of the park, there sometimes will be performers up on that stage, but we are making our way to E.T. The only attraction still around from the original days of the park, from the park opening. Welcome home, you've arrived. So we'll do this. That is the Fievel play area. It does have a water slide in there that anybody can ride, and you do get wet. The boys enjoy playing over there.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the E.T. adventure. But I'm afraid we don't have much time, so I'm going to cut right to the chase. E.T. needs your help. Now, I've just received an urgent message from E.T.'s teacher, Montanicus, calling for E.T. to come home right away. You see, a big problem has developed 3 million light years away on ET's home world, the Green Planet. ET's friends are in danger because their planet is dying. Remember what ET's friends look like, because it's going to be up to you to help ET find them once we get him home, and there's not a moment to lose, because only ET's magic healing touch can save his friends and bring his planet back to health. ET must go home, and only you can help him.
David.
ET.
Trouble.
That's right, ET. So why don't you show these people how we're going to get you back to the Green Planet? You and ET will be making your 3 million light year journey on these bikes, but don't worry, you don't have to pedal. But you will need an interplanetary passport. So before you leave with ET, tell your first name to one of our assistants, and they'll give you your pass.
Oh.
Sounds like ET's ready to go. So good luck, everyone. And remember, ET's counting on you, and so am I.
We are in ET Forest, and there is absolutely nothing quite like the forest smell in here. Just sticks with you, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. We'll make our way up through the express pass line to our bikes. We're off ET, and we've made our way over to the Animal Actors Show. We've still got about 15 minutes or so before it's going to get underway. But this is by far the boys' favorite show. Very funny. Always crowded too, so it's a fan favorite for sure.
We need a cleanup on the Animal Actors stage. All paws on deck, please. All paws on deck. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Animal Actors on Location. Please put your hands together and help us welcome to the stage.
All right, go Mark. You know it. Good girl. Very nice, Mark. That's very awesome. Then after they learn that part, you can train on the basics. Watch me. Like a sit. Sit. Good. Have a nice wave. 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 Good girl. Lie down. That's a good lie down for those lazy saints on your side. Head down, and if you're ashamed of yourself, cover your eyes. Stay. Stay. Straighten it. Good girl. Back on your feet. Once you get to those basics, then you can start coming up with something a little more difficult, like a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Good stay. Good girl. Very nice job. On your feet. Back to your mark. Then we also train our dogs very subtle behaviors that you might not think about training your dogs at home. Get around. Like even that, get around. Just moving that back end around. Good girl. Very nice. Let's say Greta has to play a menacing dog in a dark alley. Maybe she just has to do a little bit of a head lower. Lower. Good girl. Very nice job there, Greta. Back up, back up, back up. Stay right there. Get on your mark. Stay. And then another behavior that's kind of difficult for Greta is just barking in one place. Now, once the camera gets set up, we want to make sure that she stays in the same spot so that she can be in focus. Let's see if we can get a couple of barks with her staying on that mark. Stay. Back up. Back up. Stay. Good girl. Very nice job. That's what we're looking for. Good girl. Stay. Now we're going to combine some behaviors to create a scene. We got a call from a director that wants to cast a naughty dog in a movie, so we're going to send her a video of Greta doing just that. Now we're going to practice this, going to this mark with me standing here because, hey, what are you doing? Get back over there. Go to your mark. Get on it. Stay. Another very important thing for your dogs to know on set is a stay. That's super duper important because sometimes the humans have a lot of dialogue and the dog just has to be in the background. Good stay. I'm going to go and give her a sniff. Sometimes Greta likes to say hi to the front row right over there for this, so we're just going to see if we can get her to go to that mark without doing any detours. Stay. Good girl. Good stay. All right, go mark. Very nice job, Greta. That was very good. No VIP injuries. My apologies. The next thing we want Greta to do is be a naughty dog, so she's going to scratch the floors. Good girl. Then our owners come home. They see that brand new floors have been scratched. What do you do to get out of trouble? Stay. Stay. All right, you got the part. Fantastic, Greta. That was so good. Good girl. She's doing such a fantastic job out here. We are going to move on to something a little bit more complicated. We want to show you guys a training technique called the workaway. Now this technique gets its name because the dog is going to be working while facing away from the trainer. Good stay. So to set that up, we are going to start by placing one of Greta's favorite treats on the ground for her to focus on. I'm then going to move behind Greta and use only verbal cues. Hey, that's a catastrophe! Sit. Greta, sit. Good girl, stay. Let's try this again. I'll place some of Greta's favorite treats on the ground for her to focus on. I'm then going to move behind Greta and use only verbal cues. This is the workaway. Let's stay. Watch it. Lie down. Lie down. Down. Good, stay. Head down. Head up, stay. Sit. Lie down. 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 Head down. Stay. Head up. Stay. On your feet, stay. Sit. Sit up, stay. Sit. Wave. Lie down. Cross your paws. Head down. All right, that's Greta with the workaway. Great job, Greta. You are all done, and that was great and fantastic. Off you go.
All right, that is a fantastic little show. We all enjoy it. I just gave you guys a sneak peek. I don't want to spoil the whole show for anybody, but it is about 30 minutes. It's a great length. It's funny throughout and entertaining, of course, for all ages. Okay, so we are making our way back. Over here, you've got Feifel's Playland. There's E.T. on the right. A little further on back here is the Woody Woodpecker roller coaster, which is basically just like Hippogriff. Very fast, very fun. There's also the new DreamWorks Destination area, which took the place of the Barney show that took place here for years and years. And DreamWorks Destination is basically a dance party similar to the Disney Junior Dance Party over at Disney Hollywood Studios, where every 15 minutes or so they rotate in 4 different DreamWorks movie characters for you to see, take pictures with, and dance with. So another great kid time attraction. And then back here at the very back of the Kid Zone section is a Curious George area. It's filled with water play stations. And then in the very back is a ball pit. And the ball pit has been closed since COVID, but it's finally back open. The boys used to spend hours upon hours back in the Curious George ball pit, so Ty is thrilled that it's finally back open. So I have a feeling that we're either headed right there or we're gonna ride Woody and then go right there. We'll see. Hey guys, Future Zach here. As I'm editing today's video, we had so much fun and did so many things that I had to split this video in two, just because it would have been too long. So I've cut this. So I hope you've enjoyed the first half of our day at Universal's Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. And stay tuned, or feel free to go ahead and watch our second video. So until we see you again for part 2 of our day today, what's your why?